Now, I do think people who say, "Oh, MPJ is only the way he is because Jokic, the best offensive engine in NBA history, is creating these shots for him." And now people are realizing, man, it's like when you're 6'2" with a pure jump shot, it's kind of like you can literally shoot over anyone. So it doesn't matter who sets you up.
Yeah.
You can just score. And even further than that, he's always been a pretty good rebounder.
He's been
He's
important this year, boy, for sure.
Yeah, he's had to take a step up with his playmaking. Obviously, still not the best playmaker, but I think he's been a good addition to the Nets, even though they aren't necessarily the best team. The fact that I think wasn't like nearly like 4 of the 5 players they drafted like guards, if I'm correct, or at least if they weren't guards, they were like forwards who were like supposed to be like point forwards in a way.
Like point forwards, kind of kind of like that.
So having someone who can I guess knock down a shot for these kind of guys is a good thing. And then another thing too is this makes me sad that we never got to see MPJ at his full form because I think he's been dealing with like a back injury since he was like 16, if I'm correct.
You know that.
I think and I think some may make the argument of like Achilles.
That's why he got drafted late. Yep.
Yeah, but I'd make the argument that like a back injury is probably the thing, like the injury that will probably scare the most amount of scouts possible, which for good reason, because I mean, you kind of can't dribble, especially when you're 6'10". You can't really, when you're 6'10", you have to bend over to dribble or you're going to get ripped, and you're kind of limited by doing that when you have a broken back. But like I said, I think MPJ could be even in this league, I think MPJ could be a top 10 player right now if it wasn't for the back injury.